Hey peeps, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am building with the new 2.0 items, and the first thing I decided to build was a little yard for my house. So I decided to go for a little cabin in the woods type of vibe, and I think this is going to be super perfect for this island because if you don't know, I'm doing a fall core island for macchiato, and I'm trying to make it as cozy as possible and just trying to make it very woodsy and very kind of, there's a little bit of a farm core vibe we have going on. So yeah, this is just like a little portion that I'm doing. I'm definitely gonna add a lot more outside of this build. Like, I still need to add woods and stuff, but this was solely inspired by the house that I actually grew up in, which wasn't a log cabin, but I literally lived right next to the woods. So I kind of had a lot of IRL inspiration, and I actually didn't use any Pinterest pictures, which I normally would for my builds. So as you can see, I'm just kind of placing down the pathing, which of course inevitably takes me forever. I will have the Pinterest link to all the codes I use in this video as well, which I'm pretty sure the only ones I used were these leafy codes. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just doing a little bit of landscaping. I'm using these new items as well. You'll see me kind of go back and forth from landscaping to building in the video, but I just tried to kind of stack pine trees and the regular trees together, and I'm still using some old items like the little lantern sets and just turning them around just so it looks very fall. And yeah, here you see I'm trying to place the pergola item because it's so pretty, but it's kind of hard to use it because I can't place items underneath it. But I decided to try to use the vine hanging chair item and try to make it look like it's hanging off of it, so it kind of has a purpose, but it's also very cute. And I also love the new plaza bench item. I customized it in this like more natural color, but I think I ended up changing my mind on it, so I might end up using it more in like public builds. But yeah, you can see I'm just kind of like fencing this area in, trying to make it look a little bit gated. And then I used that moss pond. That new moss pond item is so pretty. I just actually wanted to make it look like there's just actually a little pond next to the house. I also did use those like cute little fairy lights behind the trees, and I'm going to be placing down way more once I have time and once I get more, because they're so pretty and it just makes it look more serene, and I feel like in the evening time it's gonna look so nice. And then up on this cliff I just planted a bunch more trees because I'm trying to give it more of that woodsy feel. And of course, like I said, outside of this build I'm definitely gonna add more later to actually make it feel like it's in the woods. I just was kind of on a time crunch when I built this, but as you can see, I'm using these little plant partition items and just kind of lining them up. I love these items so much. It's so easy to like stack them next to fences and just make it look very filled and very dimensional, which is kind of what I tried to do. You'll see later on that I also stunt a bunch of baby trees to kind of make it look like everything is super overgrown in this area. And here I tried to use the flower beds, and I don't think they look super good in that spot, so I'll probably be replacing them at some point. But over here I'm just planting a bunch of saplings, and you'll see me time travel to kind of try to stunt the growth again to give it more dimension. I'm also obsessed with the new tree items. I think they look so good, and I will definitely be using more, but the ones I was using were the evergreen ash. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. And then I also customized these garden chairs in the color brown, and I placed down a little small cafe table to kind of just make a little seating area. I was gonna put like some hot coffee, but all I had was a milkshake, so I still think it looks cute. And you know, there's people who drink milkshakes in the cold like myself, so very relatable. And I tried to put a little cooler behind there just to make it look like there was a little place to get your drink. And then here you can see I decided to keep these little trees at like, I think it was the third day. I'm not really sure. It was like the medium young trees, and I just kind of planted them in the yard. And then if you didn't know, in order to stunt baby trees, you have to plant like a fruit sapling right behind it, and that's how you keep them in the stage that they're in, if that makes sense. Hopefully I'm making sense. And yeah, I just kind of planted a ton of cedar trees. I'm definitely going to be putting more down. I use this new plant item as well. I feel like it's a little out of place, but you know, we just tried to make the yard look really cozy and just added what I could here. And then here you can see I'm planting down the glowing moss around the pond just because I wanted to make the area look very overgrown and just, yeah, I don't know. It just seemed very fitting. I also love the vines because they look really good on the cliffs, but also they're convenient because you can actually climb up them to get to the cliffs. So that is really nice, and I will definitely be using a lot of vines once I get the chance to do more builds on this island. And the very last thing I placed down was this piggy bank because I wanted it to look like I had a pet pig. So let me know in the comments what we should name this little piggy. So cute. And that is pretty much it for the build. I know it didn't seem like much, but in real time this took me like half a day. I don't know why, it just did, to get the items and everything, but I really love how it turned out. And I'm definitely going to be adding bushes and flowers because I totally forgot to add those in this build. I got really sidetracked, but I think it turned out really pretty, and for a start, it's pretty good. And let me know what you guys think of all the new items. This isn't even a quarter of the new items that we have, but this is what I had to use and the time I had to work with. So I'm really happy with how my little yard turned out, and my little house area is all complete now. So I hope you all are doing super well, and if you did enjoy this video or you do enjoy my content, give this video a big like, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I hope to see you all in my next video or stream.